Hey everybody, it's Debbie O'Neill of Scrap Me Quick Designs in the Let's Learn Cricut Explore Facebook group, and I am doing a follow-up video to the Rob and Bob A Very Merry Christmas digital image set that's in the July digital Cricut mystery box. Check out my other video where I show you all the details of that, but some of the things that you could make in there were these adorable cards, and there was a gift tag set, a gift envelope set that you could put any kind of gift card in it. But of course it's perfect for the Starbucks gift cards. And so what I wanted to do was show you how am I dressing this up a little bit more. In the original video I showed you how to put this together and all the pieces that come as part of this cut file in the Rob and Bob Very Merry Christmas image set. But I decided after I put it together, I really wanted to dress it up a little bit. And as you can see here, I used an embossing folder and embossed the front of the flap afterwards so that it has snowflakes on it now, because I thought that was appropriate because it's got snowflakes on the little coffee cup that's on the front of the card. So a lot of you have been asking me, what is embossing and why would I want a Cuttlebug, and what does dry embossing mean, and how is this different than having the Cricut Explore? So I wanted to explain that a little bit and show you how to do this and some tips that you can use to maybe dress up this image set if you're going to make it, or anything. So let's start with the basics. So this is the Cricut Cuttlebug, and it is a manual die cut machine. Okay, and it embosses. And when we say manual die cut machine, it means it's not electronic, and it has a handle that you're going to crank. Okay, and you can use those thin metal dies to cut out shapes with, or you can use embossing folders. Okay, now embossing folders are plastic pieces that open up, if you haven't seen these before, and they have a embossed side of the image and they have a debossed side of the image. That means one is raised and one is flat and pressed into the plastic, so you get a different look depending upon which side you're using. And there's different techniques you can use with this, but the Cuttlebug will work with pretty much any embossing folder that you can find on the market. And so of course Cricut makes a whole bunch of them underneath their Cuttlebug brand, and Anna Griffin is one of the designers that we have a lot of her Cuttlebug folders and in the Cricut embossing folders, and Cricut has a lot too. But you can use, like this one that I picked was because I wanted snowflakes. It's from Cartabella, and but any of the various brands of embossing folders you can use, and you can find these on sale a lot of times. And at Cricut.com, and also at local craft stores you'll see them. So that's what these are. They're you can hear it. It's plastic, okay? And some of them have a slit up here in the center. That's there on purpose so that you can feed a piece of paper through and emboss it, and do a continual emboss. And I'll show you that another time. But what I wanted to do is just make this super quick and just show you how you can dress up an image really fast by using embossing folders after you cut them out with your Cricut. Okay, so this is the Cuttlebug, and I love it. It's so cute. It looks like a little purse. And so the great thing about the Cuttlebug is you can see how slim this is. So it doesn't take up much space. It is light enough that you can pick it up, but it has enough weight that it is going to stay firm. And let me show you this. When you open up the doors, that creates the platform, and when you do that, there's a suction that happens underneath the machine that keeps it pretty sturdy on your desk. Okay, so that's one thing. You want to have a nice flat surface. I'm doing it on top of my my craft mat right now, but you can do it on top of any table, but you just want to have a flat surface. And so this creates the platform for you, and here's your crank handle. And you will also, when you get the Cuttlebug, you will have a plate, which is the base plate, and you will also get a B plate, 2 B plates, okay? And the B plates are what you're going to sandwich your folder in between with the paper. So you always put your your A is your platform, so that's going to go in first. Okay, and then I'm going to, this is the card that is on the inside of the image set from Rob and Bob, A Very Merry Christmas, and I want to put my snowflakes on the front of this card. So I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to slide this in like this. Okay, and I'm going to fold that over. Now what I've done is I have the back flap is on the outside, so I only put the front on the inside, so that when I go to write on the inside of this card my greeting for the gift card that I'm giving them, the embossing will only be on the front of the card and it won't be on the back side, so that the inside will still say smooth, and I'll show you all that in a minute. So, but you can just put a whole piece of paper in here, like if you're doing different Cricut image cuts and so forth, you could put the whole piece in and not fold it over. I'm just doing that because I'm doing a card and I only want to emboss the front. Okay, so we're going to do this, and then you want to put one of your B plates down, and then you're going to put your embossing folder in your, what you're basically doing here, I'll take it out so y'all can see it. What you're basically doing is making a sandwich, what they call a sandwich. So base plate, B plate, embossing folder with your paper in it, and another B plate. And then all you're going to do is slip it in here. Just going to hold the top, and it turns pretty easily. Okay, and let me show you the magic. Then you're just going to take all that apart, and voila! The front of my card now has, can you guys see that? The front of my card now has the embossed image of the snowflakes on it. Isn't that cool? I love this because it really makes it look so nice. Embossed pieces, when you buy them at the store, are expensive, so you can come up with you can find all kinds of patterns. Now I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to show you something else, right? Because I always show y'all more than one thing. So I am using the Close to My Heart cardstock because I'm a Close to My Heart consultant, and I love their cardstock, and it cuts great in the Cricut Explorer. So the thing about our Close to My Heart cardstock is it has a white core. So you were probably wondering when I showed you this one, how did I make it white on the top of the embossing? And I did that because it's a white core paper, and all you need is a piece of sanding paper. Okay, now I'm using an old Tim Holtz Ideology sanding block that I've had in my stash forever, but I love it because it's got a great grip on it. But you can use any fine grit sanding paper, and all I'm going to do is just sand across the top of this, and it reveals the image. Okay, so I'm sanding. You can do it as much or as little as you want to get the look that you want. And I want a pretty good sand on here, and I'll show you so you can hear it. I'm just sanding it away. Doesn't take much pressure. Remember, it's paper, so you don't want to tear it. And then I just brush that off a little so you can see it better. And then I have a beautiful embossed front of my card that's going to go in my envelope, and then all this is going to coordinate and match, and it looks a little more dressed up than just a plain piece of paper. Now, remember when I told you I embossed just the front of the card because I wanted this back piece to be smooth, so now I can either take my Cricut pen and write a message on here, or I can handwrite a message or whatever, but this way I have a smooth surface that I can write on. So that's why I did it that way, just in case you're wondering. And then I could write my notes, slip my little gift card in here, and put it back in the pocket. These would make great teacher gifts, and you wouldn't have to make it look like snowflakes. I mean, so if you didn't want Christmassy, you could use other colors of paper, and you could put a different emblem on the front instead of a snowflake. Just a thought. And this set also comes with a cup with a tag that you use your Cricut pen on, and it says Cup of Cheer, and there's a little hole that you need to line up here. Let me make sure I get that lined up. There's a hole on the top of both of those pieces. And then this folds over, and there's a little slit here. Watch my other video and I show you guys how to make all this. And then I just would take that little tag and tie it on with some twine, and then I have a super cute gift. Okay, and like I said, you could put anything on the front of this, so you could use that same image set. So this is in the Robin Bob Very Merry Christmas in the July Digital Mystery Box, which as of the making of this video, that is still available to you for Cricut Design Space users. And I will put a link in the description of the video so that you all can go grab that. And if you use my link, I get a little commission from Cricut, and then I have a promo code for you that you can use and get an extra 15% off the digital mystery box. So I hope you guys have learned a bunch of stuff. I'll also put a link to purchasing the Cuttlebug and maybe a link to some of my favorite folders. And I hope you guys liked that. And this is cards that are in there that I made, and then like I said, I used Cricut glitter paper and so forth. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Y'all were asking me to show you embossing, so there you go. Bye. Follow me on my YouTube channel at Debbie O'Neill videos, and come join us at the Let's Learn Cricut Explore Facebook group, where we have a lot of fun learning and sharing and creating with our Explore. Bye.